The rain fell like the tears of the ancestors, heavy and unrelenting, turning the red earth of Oba's village into a river of mud that swallowed footsteps whole. In the dim glow of a lantern flickering against the thatched roof of her family compound, Aduni stood alone, her white wedding dress clinging to her skin like a shroud of lies. Her hands trembled as she struck the match once, twice until the flame danced defiantly in the downpour. "For you, Mama," she whispered to the storm, her voice breaking like thunder. And then, with a hiss that silenced the crickets, the fabric caught fire, blooming into an orange fury that mocked the heavens themselves. Before we continue, please subscribe to Nigerian Storytelling Time and turn on the notification bell for more unforgettable stories like this one. Aduni's story didn't begin with fire, oh no. It began in the quiet hum of Lagos, where the city pulsed like a giant heart full of promises and pains. She was 24, born in the bustling markets of Oshodi, where her mother, Mama Yemi, sold gari and smoked fish from dawn till the harmattan winds chased the buyers home. Aduni's father had passed when she was a girl, taken by the fever that sweeps through the slums like a jealous spirit, leaving behind debts that chained the family tighter than any juju curse. From small, Aduni dreamed big. She attended the local secondary school on scholarships from the church, her head always buried in books about women who broke free Chimamanda stories, hidden under her mattress like forbidden love letters. But dreams in Lagos are like cola nuts, sweet at first bite, bitter when the seeds run dry. By 18, the family needed money for her younger brother's fees, and whispers of marriage circled like eagles overkill. It was Uncle Bode who brought the proposal one humid evening as the sun dipped behind the high rises. Uncle Bode, with his potbelly straining against his agbada and his gold chains glinting like false promises, was the family big man, now a trader in electronics smuggled from Alaba Market. "Aduni, my sister," he boomed, clapping her on the back too hard. "Chief Okon has seen you at the Oambi party last Christmas. He wants you as third wife. The bride price? 2 million naira plus a plot in Lekki for your mama." Aduni's heart sank like a stone in the lagoon. Chief Okon was old enough to be her father, 58, with a laugh like grinding gears, and 3 wives already, each one worn thin by his wandering eyes and fists. She knew the stories, the first wife barren and bitter, whispering of beatings in the dead of night. The second forced to share her bed with strangers for his business deals. But Mama Yemi's eyes lit up at the mention of money. "And Aduni, this not blessing from God. Chief go take care of us. You go be queen in his house." That night, Aduni lay on her mat, the ceiling fan whirring lazy circles above her. She thought of Tund, the boy no, the man who made her feel like the harmattan breeze on bearskin. Tund worked as a mechanic in the garage down the street, his hands always black with grease, but his smile clean as white chalk. They met at the stream 2 years back, fetching water in yellow jerry cans. He teased her about her big dreams. "You go be doctor or lawyer, Abi. Me, I just went fix cars till dem fly," and she laughed, truly laughed, for the first time since Papa died. Their love bloomed in stolen moments, walks along the railway tracks at dusk, sharing chin-chin under the mango tree, his fingers tracing patterns on her palm like writing love in Yoruba script. Tund wasn't rich, no bride price to boast of, but he had a heart steady as the Atlantic. "Marry me, Aduni," he'd whispered one moonlit night, the air thick with the scent of night jasmine. "We go start small, build big, no chief, no uncle. Just us, but tradition is a river that drowns the defiant." Uncle Bode's visits grew frequent, his voice louder, his threats veiled in proverbs. "The lizard that ignores the counsel of the elders will eat sand." Mama Yemi began the preparations, the osso oak fabric dyed crimson and gold, the jelhedi embroidered with cowries for protection. The village elders from Aba, where Mama's roots dug deep into the soil of Ife, sent word the wedding would be there, under the Iroko tree where ancestors watched. It was to be a union blessed by the Orishas, or so they said. Duni fought in whispers, "Mama, please, chief no love me." He went on me, like car or plot of land. Mama's face crumpled, lines etching deeper like cracks in parched earth. "My pickin', life na war. You think I win this? When your papa go, Nami one carry load, chief go give us peace." And the juju woman say good say the marriage go break the family curse. The curse, oh, that shadow that haunted them all. Mama spoke of it in hushed tones. How her own mother, Grandma Duke, had run from a forced marriage in 1960, just before the winds of independence. She fled to Lagos with nothing but a wrapper and a promise from a lover who vanished like smoke. Grandma died young, whispering on her mat that the gods had cursed the bloodline women who defied would lose their joy, their children, their light. Aduni shivered at the tale, but it fueled her fire. Curse or no curse, Mama, I no go be bird in cage. As the wedding day neared, the city blurred into a fever dream. Aduni sewed beads onto the dress herself, each stitch a silent prayer for escape. Tun grew desperate, his eyes hollow as he fixed engines under the fluorescent lights. One evening, as thunder rumbled like angry gods, he pulled her into the back of the garage, the smell of petrol sharp in the air. Aduni, run with me. Tonight, I get small money from Uncle in Abuja. We go to Kano, start over. No more Lagos, no more chiefs. His voice cracked, hands cupping her face, thumbs brushing tears she hadn't realized were falling. She wanted to how she wanted to feel the road beneath her feet, the wind whipping her gel free. But Mama's frail body, her brother's school fees, the eyes of the village judging ... They weighed heavier than any bride price. I can't, Tund, not yet. Give me time, but time was a thief, slipping away like sand through fingers. The journey to Ava was a procession of dust and diesel. The bus rattled along the Benin Expressway, palm trees blurring into green streaks, passengers murmuring prayers to Olodumare. Aduni sat by the window, the wedding dress folded in her lap like a sleeping serpent. Mama chattered nervously about the feast-pounded yam with agusi, Asun goat meat sizzling over open fires, the Gungan masquerades dancing to chase away evil spirits. Uncle Bode rode ahead in his Toyota, honking like a king. Abba welcomed them with open arms and hidden knives. The village sprawled under the shadow of ancient baobabs, compounds of red mud walls etched with chalk symbols for protection. Chickens scratched in the dust, children chased with kites made from newspaper, and the air hummed with the scent of sheep butter and roasting corn. Chief Ocone waited at the family house, his frame bloated in a flowing buber, wives flanking him like wary sentinels. His eyes roamed Aduni's form, greedy as a market trader. My new flower, he rumbled, pulling her into an embrace that smelled of palm wine and regret. She stiffened, bow rising in her throat. That night, under a sky-bruised purple, the women gathered for the bridal bath. Mama Yemi and the aunts stripped her bare in the courtyard, pouring buckets of warm water scented with bitter leaf and camwood. They sang old songs of fertility, voices weaving like threads in a loom. O Moava, you go bear kings, your womb go bloom like hibiscus. Aduni closed her eyes, letting the water wash away the city grime, but not the ache. In the flicker of lantern light, she saw Grandma Duke's face in the steam fierce, unbowed, mouthing words she couldn't hear. As they wrapped her in the dress, the white lace heavy with embroidery of elephants and moons, doubt clawed at her chest. Tun had sent a text that morning, I day come. Wait for my sign. Her phone buzzed in her pocket, hidden from prying eyes. What sign? A bird, a dream, or just another lie the heart tells to survive? The ceremony dawned gray, the rain holding back like a held breath. The village square buzzed with life, drummers pounding the bata rhythm, guests in vibrant anchor fanning themselves against the heat. Chief Ocone sat on a throne of carved mahogany, libations poured at his feet, palm oil for the earth, gin for the sky. Aduni walked the path strewed with bitter cola and alligator pepper, her gel towering like a crown of thorns. Mama's smile was a mask, her brother's eyes wide with confusion. But as the priest raised the knife to slaughter the ram for sacrifice, the sky split open. Rain came sudden and savage, sheets of it slashing down like whips from Songo, the god of thunder. Guests screamed, scattering for cover under raffia palms. The fire for the feast hissed and died. Aduni stood frozen in the deluge, the dress soaking through, heavy as chains. And then, like a bolt from the storm, she saw him turned at the edge of the crowd, his face etched with desperation. a red scarf tied around his wrist as their signal dot. Something snapped inside her, a thread pulled too tight. The curse, the money, the traditions, they blurred into the rain. She tore at the jewel, letting it fall into the mud. No. Her cry cut through the chaos, raw and primal. Uncle Bode lunged forward. "What did you do, foolish girl?" But she was already running back toward the family compound. The dress trailing like a ghost, rain pounding, footsteps splashing through puddles in the empty courtyard. Shielded by the thatched eaves, Aduni collapsed against the wall. The lantern swung wild in the wind, casting shadows that danced like spirits. Tund burst through the gate moments later, drenched, his shirt plastered to his chest. "Aduni, you run?" She looked up, eyes blazing. "I know fit Mary am, Tund, that life. Ego kill me slow. He knelt beside her, pulling her close, but she pushed him away gently. "But the curse, eh? Mama say if I run like grandma, joy go leave me forever." Tund's laugh was bitter, rain dripping from his lashes. "Curse, now lie dim day tell to keep us small. I find out truth last week from Baba Segan, the old diviner in Oshodi. Your grandma no run from curse. She run because chief's family then same blood as Okonda Juju on her lover. He die, and she swear say any woman way married him go suffer. But you different. You strong like her." Aduni's breath caught. The pieces fell like raindrops. Uncle Bode's insistence, Chief Okon's eagerness, it wasn't blessing. It was revenge, a cycle of blood, debt, hidden in proverbs and bride prices. "Dimwan used me to end the old fight," she whispered, horror dawning. And then, the twist that shattered her world. Tund's hand trembled as he pulled a faded photograph from his pocket, sodden but clear. It showed Grandma Duke, young and radiant, arm in arm with a man who looked eerily like Uncle Bode. "Baba Segan show me this. Your uncle. He no be just traitor. He be Grandma's son born before she run. Chief Okon not him papa. Dim plan this marriage to bind the blood, to make you carry the curse full circle. But I be the lover's grandson. Your blood Aduni. We connected from beginning, the world tilted. Incestuous shadows, family lies woven tighter than kente cloth. Aduni's stomach churned not revulsion, but a fierce, burning clarity. Chief wasn't just a tyrant. He was poison in her veins. And Tund, not a savior from outside, but kin, forbidden in ways tradition never dreamed. With a roar that rivaled the storm, Aduni yanked the sodden dress over her head, the lace ripping like old wounds. She fetched the lantern oil from the kitchen, splashing it over the fabric piled in the mud. Tund watched, eyes wide, as she struck the match. "For Grandma, for Mama, for all of us." The flames leaped, devouring the white in greedy gulps, smoke curling like incense to the gods. The rain fought it, but fire, one symbol of her rebirth, her defiance. Word spread like wildfire through the village. Uncle Bode raged. Chief Okon retreated to his compound, shamed. Mama Yemi arrived last, collapsing beside the pyre, her wails mixing with the hiss of dying embers. But in her eyes, Aduni saw not anger, but release a mother's quiet pride in a daughter who broke the chain. They left Oba at midnight. Tund and Aduni slipping away on a borrowed Okada. Mama and the brother following in a dampo the next dawn. Back in Lagos, they started small. Tund's garage became their home. Aduni's nursing certificate her key to a clinic job. The curse? It dissolved like mist in morning sun, revealed as nothing but men's greed masquerading as fate. And in time, Aduni bore a daughter, fierce-eyed and free, named a duke after the grandmother who taught them true strength isn't in enduring chains, but in burning them to ash, even when the heavens weep. Sometimes, the traditions we cling to hardest are the ones that bind us tightest. But in the heart of every woman lies a flame quiet, waiting. Let it burn and watch the world remade, and that's how this story ends. If you loved it, please like, comment, and subscribe to Nigerian Storytelling Time. More powerful stories are coming soon.